Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Starfleet Academy Starship Bridge Simulator for the Super Nintendo with me, Get Daved. There's better versions of the game out there, just so you know. We're gonna try to work as a team in this one, yeah. Like that jerk, Jellico? Or is that an enemy from Mario? I think those are Gelectros. Anyway. Yeah. Don't be afraid to delegate, people. And then back off. Okay, the Gorn again. Freighters secretly shipping weapons to the Gorn. Alright. Get to work. Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna make up time. As we all know, proper planning, or not planning, saves time. Just cut corners. Alright. Alright, looks like there is a freighter. Let's go check it out. So yeah, the Kobayashi Maru. We're going to talk about that. I generally like the 2009 J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie. That one I like. I hate Into Darkness, but... Hey, give us some room out here. Yeah. Stop for inspection. We don't need to get into a pissing contest with him. Is it looping behind the planet? There we go, he's free to go. Yeah, like, the first Star Trek movie, or the first J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie, you know, it introduces the cast really well and sort of establishes, what they're good at. I'm going to red alert, I don't like the look of that. And, you know, it's exciting and it's fast-paced, and in moderation, those are good things. Yep. Hail? Weapon smugglers. Alright, let's get this poser. He rocked us pretty good, but, yeah, you can see the moment its engines lost some thrust there. That's a pretty rigid ship, though. Yeah. Your hull may be green, but I know what I did to your systems. That's a tough ship. One more. Boom. Let's talk. Alright. I was forced into it. Alright. They threatened me. There we go. Well, that was quick. So his defense was, I was out to save myself. Anyway, yeah, J.J. Abrams movie. Pretty good. There's definitely some really strong similarities between Into Darkness and 2009, to the point where I think if you played the two movies side by side, you'd discover a lot of the same beats happening at the same times. And some of it was also way too over, like people rocketing through space in suits. Like it's, yeah, almost plagiarism, which is a crying shame. And then it happened again when he did Star Wars, where it's basically A New Hope. But I mean, J.J. Abrams is a good director for the senses, and he does well with someone holding him back a little bit, and when Robert Orci is not the writer. Orci? I don't know. In the case of Star Wars, I give him a bit of a pass just because he very aggressively jerked the ship back on course to be like, okay, we do practical effects, we tell stories about underdogs, we do all these things. Because, like, the Jedi were... Like, the prequel movies are about, like, these entitled, pretentious monks bossing people around, and they're super boring, and it's like, no, it's about ragtag underdogs taking on the toughest kid on the playground. Okay. Do we have to fight? I think we have to fight. Are we on combat sensors? Alright. Let's do this. And down. I shouldn't have crossed the plane. Oh well. Okay, we're gonna focus on red first. Oh boy. We're gonna try this. Let's reboot here. Anyway, one of the things I felt was badly misunderstood in, well, for a lot of people about the Kobayashi Maru, like in 2009 Star Trek, you know, it's this test and it's to show like, oh man, Kirk's willing to cheat and he breaks the rules and he's a bad boy. And they didn't really touch on any of the deeper significance of it. In Wrath of Khan, where it was made up, it sounds cliche, but it's set up as a device to show his greatest strength, which is simultaneously his greatest weakness. Like, because it sounds badass to say, like, he doesn't believe in the no-win situation and he can't accept defeat. Which is a strength, gives him a lot of determination, and he keeps looking for solutions and he doesn't give up. But the cost of that is him not having any of the emotional or psychological tools to know how to manage a situation that is beyond his control or his ability to influence. And it's not about fear or any of those things. It's about accepting death, because deep down inside, everyone knows that one day you're going to write the Kobayashi Maru test and you're going to die, just like every single one of us. Like, it's about mortality. And you see that where, like, you know, Spock says at the end, like, you know, I wrote the Kobayashi Maru. What did you think? And yeah, that was his death. And then he says the Star Trek thing at the end, because the final, you know, new frontier to discover, it's not out in the stars, it's death. That's the final frontier we're all going to explore. That's the continuing mission. So it's, I don't know, this transcendental message that just gets misremembered. Like, you can copy it, but it won't have the punch because it's not driven by these character traits. If you're wondering why your fanfic doesn't hit the emotional notes as hard, that's why. And yeah, I just called J.J. Abrams a fanfic writer. Oh, that guy was born arguing. That's fair. Oh, it's you. You really don't think the rest of us matter, do you? Yeah. Ready for war? I like that. That was pretty clever. Way to shut her down there. If you can't accept it, the door's right there and it only locks on one side. Hello, sir. Nice. Like Marcy from Peanuts. Well. Nice. You need to go home, sir. Give me your keys. I think this is the 6th mission. Wow, someone else is telling me to get out. Alright. Oh, and then I get patrol. Alright. Test of personal leadership abilities. Oh, good. A patrol. Alright, let's do this. That looks like a Tholian. Sturek? I'm looking at a ship. Yeah, there we go. Don't cross the plane, don't cross the plane. There we go. A successful approach. Oh, we're on you. Like white on rice. Whoops. With the marksmanship of rice. A little bit of a gamble that he wouldn't have weapons online. There we go. I believe there was a planet somewhere around here. We came out of that one really clean. Oh goodness. Where'd the planet go? Always embarrassing to lose one of those. Other nitpicks about modern Star Trek, and this is like the pedantic sort of nerd complaint that drives me crazy, but what do shields do? You watch those movies, and every time they say raise shields, I want you to imagine that the purpose of shields is to make the ship explode. And just based on only what you see, prove me wrong. Because there is not, in any of the new movies, there's not 1 second where you see shields protecting anything. And it's like, why do you have the line there? Shields are, oh, our shields are down, Captain. It's like, oh no, now we're gonna get ripped apart by any attack that hits us. I'd like to... Oh, 1 sec, we gotta rumble again. Like, the thing is, shields give you some writing options. Because you can have, like, you can have tension. Which is a thing, yeah, like J.J. Abrams doesn't do that a lot. He usually goes for immediate impact to give you, like, sort of intensity, but there's no tension building. You can't have, like, the shield bubble visibly shrinking. And, oh, this is the last mission of the year. Or of the war series. You can't have the shields shrinking and Bones be like, Jim, if that thing hits us with our shields down. Like, you can't do that. And it's like, why would you deny yourself that option? Alright, I'm refreshing that one. That hurts too much. Alright, we're picking up almost where we left off. We're back in Delphi. I know what you want is blood, so you'll get it. There's no way we're going to have as good an approach as we did last time. Well, maybe. Nope. Hit the brakes and come around again. You never know which shots are gonna hit. Alright. 1 down. That went pretty well again. I am pleased. I mean, I can see why the game has collisions be so important. Because, you know, you think 2 ships crash, it's probably pretty bad. Although I don't know if necessarily worse than their weapons. Like, which would be worse? 2, like, aircraft carriers plowing into each other at top speed? Or, like, a direct missile hit to both? From what I understand, missiles have quite a bit of kick. Oh well. Hopefully we find out someday. Alright, 1 down. this is the guy I must avenge myself upon. And last time, I shot my wad a little bit early, which I found out is about shotguns. I've used a shotgun and still did not realize it was about wad packing. But anyway, yeah. So if you use secret codes to pilot a Tholian ship in the simulator, they have 2 weapon slots, just like, you know, Federation ships have torpedoes and phasers, but they're both like the little beam. So, you know, there you go. How's the hull doing? Pretty darn good. Came out of 2 scraps with Tholians in good shape. 2-on-1 is a lot more problematic than 2 1-on-1s. Like, most so with them, probably compared to any other ship. Go confirm her arrival. The problems with Into Darkness, I think, are well documented. We'll just continue ripping new movies. Star Trek Beyond, everyone praised, and I watched it once in theaters. I was persuaded to, oh goodness. Yeah, good job, Task Force. Mother of Pearl. Keep the speed up. We're gonna have to zip out of here on this one. To Clamac first. We're gonna abandon that colony because I don't want to lose my ship. Tholians everywhere. Well, I hope those ships didn't have, like, nukes. Yeah, Beyond, like... I don't know. By that point, I was just sick of watching episodes where all they did was trash the Enterprise. Like, I'm like numb to it now, to just watching the ship just get absolutely wrecked every single time. I feel like there's a bit of a misunderstanding. Like, it should be viewed the same as killing off a character, like wrecking the ship, because the ship is kind of a character. You know, it does heroic things. You know, it dashes in at the last minute to save people and that sort of stuff. And it's sort of a collective representation of, like, humanity and, like, an optimistic future and so on. But they just treat it like a prop that they beat the crap out of, and they try to shock you, but they do it every time. Like, I think we're at 4 Star Trek movies in a row where they trash the main ship, and it's like... It's not... You get diminishing returns on sensationalism. Like, you know what would be really interesting? If one person in the ship was in danger. That would be more compelling. I think I got them. Or ship gets hijacked. You can't have it. You wish the ship were there and it's not. Like, things like that have more punch than just trying to, oh no, we really trashed it this time. And just, I don't know, show some restraint. We're done war. One more test. To blindly follow orders, that's not what it's about. Why are you even here, Ken? Yeah. It's the end of putting up with its crap. For the living, the majority of the cost of war is actually psychological, because they haven't lost their lives yet, and all of the pain is mental, so I guess it kind of makes sense that in an imagined war. Like, you might have physical problems due to, like, scarcity or tough conditions, if you're in an area that's being ravaged, but it's still, People don't hate it because of property damage. People hate it because of because the glut of emotional wounding. You know, from people dying and such. There were times I wasn't sure. Anyway, so I support the imagined wars are also trouble. Like, if you actually had to go through it, it would get old. Alright, let's rock and roll. I wasn't trying to be glib by that war statement, by the way. I mean, I'm trying to abstract it to the conversation in this 23-year-old video game. But he does trust his subordinates to get the job done. Okay, trust my people. That's been the message twice. They've been attacked by a Federation heavy cruiser. Do not enter Tholian space. Alright. Alright, let's get going. To Kappa, to find out the root of the problem. I think they're here to kill me. Oh. Yeah, okay, I think that shot was coming in my general direction anyway. Let's do our useless sensor sweep and status report. I don't know. Ah. You have come out of your nebula to face us. You can just see it. Honest. They would be like, we do not believe you. That would start a fight. Because we're not at war now. The war series is over. We are here to provide evidence. Alright. They said you've come out of your nebula to face us. That was nearly a brilliant shot. Okay. No shields and... Yep. Get speed. We're up all night to get speed. Looks like a Federation ship to me. Okay, we should... Won't forget what I was gonna say. Pretty cheesy how we came out of warp lined right up with them. Come on. Well, we landed one torpedo hit. I'd open the menu, but I have to stop turning for a second. Okay, this is trouble. There we go. Scared him off. Also, we both were going full speed, which helped. There we go. A refitted Venturi. Mission accomplished. Do we need to, like, gather some of the debris? Alright. Stand down, red alert. How badly do... Yeah. Like how our shields were damaged anyway. Okay, well, let's just get out of here. Hail Starbase. There we go. You are dismissed. We graduate? No, there's one more test and I know it. Shouldn't ensign be... Ah, whatever. That's true. No. Yeah, if you're happy with that, that's fine. Yeah, I don't believe I said otherwise. No one said you said otherwise. Ugh. Which didn't happen all that often. Guess humanity still... Give us time. Man. Yeah, because having some self-respect and caring about your appearance is vanity. I mean, look, I'm not saying to wax up your... or grease up your body and take pictures of yourself, but I'm not saying that, viewers. But I mean, geez. Everybody's trying to get in shape and eat healthy. Vanity. Report to the simulator. Alright. No big deal. I have a 4.0. Mission 000. Alright, deliver supplies to station F9. Alright. Let's go. Captain's log, looking good. 14 through 15. This is the beginning of Wrath of Khan. Alright. Put it on the speakers. Kobayashi Maru. I don't know what that means. A gravitic mine. Gamma Hydra Section 10. Alright. We could contact the Klingon authorities. Yeah, let's do it. To Section 10. There we go. So you can refuse to rescue them. And you can give a mission. Alright. Alright. We're breaking the rules. 3 Klingon cruisers bearing 316 Mark IV, which basically means straight ahead, a little to the left. Not so. Whatever. Pet peeve. Next. Those numbers mean something. When you say we've got 3 marks at 210, it means sharp shoulder check, left shoulder. Alright. Want to know what happens when you kill all of these ships? I've done it. 3 more come. Mamma mia! That's the torpedoes. Alright. Yes. Through the miracle of emulation, I was able to kill all of them. Without it, I was able to destroy 2. But was pretty damaged by that point. Yeah, I'll tear you a new one. Wait! I should hail them. Alright, they're jamming all the frequencies. Yeah, sensors show nothing unusual. Why do we talk? Just keep your speed up. I'm gonna take one of you bastards to hell with me. Oh, we're losing engine power now. This is it, folks. I don't think I'm gonna get one. That was it. Well, we tried. And now Captain Kirk's here. The Klingons don't take prisoners. I don't think it was fair. Welcome to life. In the final game, there's no way to win. Indeed, although, important to remember, Captain Kirk is a hypocrite in this regard, but he will learn at the cost of his friend. Alright, welcome to the end of the game. perfect performance. Within 10 years, we're commanding the flagship. We inspire people of the Federation for generations. Yeesh. Now I'm disappointed in my real life. I have a medium to small-sized YouTube channel. The USS Argosy. Discover a beta tachyon's plot device to get through 3 seasons of Next Generation. Reduce tensions. I think it's interesting that, like, maybe a little bit of our optimism and idealism did get through that hardened exterior. Transferred to the diplomatic corps. Because we can't be so progressive that she wouldn't be a communications officer slash diplomat slash ship's counselor. Also, in Next Generation, why is no one on the bridge wearing blue? What do we gotta do to get one blue guy up there? Starfleet Academy instructor. Emphasis on discipline and lack of tolerance of social excesses. That's why you never made the flagship. Well, he became a captain. There we go. And that was the game. If you get... I've played this a couple different ways because, as mentioned, I actually played this game quite a bit as a kid. And so I would try to get the lowest possible grade. So to pass 1 year, you need a 75%. And it's pretty easy to do that. And we'll let some demo missions play in the background. I'll try not to get distracted. To get 75% for your first 3 years and then straight flunk after that, you just need to get 100% on 4 missions, but have your Bacall red alert near a starbase every time. That'll get you 495s, and then you just need to flunk 1, and I think that pretty much gets you the average you need. You can use the little red alert rule to fine-tune your grade, so you can get to your 4th year with a 75% average, and then flunk every single test in your final year, and graduate with a terrible GPA. And that gets you like graduate Starfleet Academy, like your career is very short-lived, and then you become like a discount freighter captain. And then like all your crew members have like kind of terrible careers too. I think they all have like they all had their good path, and they have like a medium one and a bad one. Stewart doesn't vanish in a nebula though, so that's going for him. Anyway, thanks for watching. I had a good time. This is a guilty pleasure game of mine. I'm glad we were able to enjoy it together. See you all in the next Let's Play, everybody.